Hello and welcome to Radio Oddities YouTube channel. My name's Ben, station call sign Mike 7 X-Ray India India, and today's video is going to be focusing on a high frequency portion of the radio spectrum allocated to amateur radio operators called the 10 metre band. Now, this band was first allocated to amateur radio operators way back on the 4th of October 1927. Then, back in 1947, a 300 kHz portion was taken away from amateur radio operators. So now, we can only use 28 MHz to 29.7 MHz. The video is going to focus on what you're going to be able to find on the 10 metre band, how you can work it, and the problems that you're going to face, because it isn't an easy band to work. It's fun when it's open, but not very fun when it's closed. So it's like Marmite, you either love it or you hate it. A lot of years ago, during what's known as solar maximum, I had a lot of fun working the 10 metre band. I was having DXs from my station based in England. I was having very long distance DXs. I was speaking to a chap in Fort Lauderdale in Florida. I was speaking to another chap in Ontario in Canada. And I've also got into Southern Europe, Southern Italy, Southern Europe, Spain, Italy, France. And I've got into Eastern Europe as well, Germany and Poland. So as I've said, when the band's open, it's a very fun band to work. But at this moment in time, in February 2020, the band is closed. It's what we're known as solar minimum. So the sun's not very active. Now, what can you find on the 10 metre band? At the bottom end of the band, you're going to find Morse code and you're going to find your narrowband modes. From 28.3 MHz upwards, you're going to find SSB. Now, what's SSB? SSB stands for single side band. Now, I always find that using SSB on 10 metres is a lot better than using your standard AM, FM modes. You can use LSB, which is lower side band, or you can use USB, which is upper side band. So what happens at the top end of the spectrum? Well, that's where you're going to find your AM and your FM transmitting. Now, all across the band, as I've said before, 28 MHz to 29.7, you're going to find all manner of different things. You're going to find repeaters, worldwide repeaters that you can open up during when the sunspots at solar maximum. You're going to find satellite telemetry, you're going to find high frequency beacons, and you're going to find a lot of DX stations. 10 metres is a long distance band. You can use it for local communications as well, but as I've said, your main focus on this band is long distance, it's DXing. So, you're going to need two pieces of equipment. You're going to need a high frequency transceiver and you're going to need an antenna. Now, the high frequency transceiver that I use is an Alinco DR135. And as you can see, I am currently parked on 28.330 MHz on FM. It should be on USB. There we go, we're on USB, because as I've mentioned before, 28.3 upwards is where you're going to find your SSB transmissions. So let's go take a look outside at the antenna. And there we have it. That's an Antron A99 antenna, and from ground level all the way up to the top is around 30 foot. It's quite a big antenna, so you're going to need a lot of space, preferably outside, if you are getting onto the high frequency bands. And you can see just to the right there a Diamond X30 antenna, which is used on VHF radio, or 2 meters, and I will be doing a video on that very soon. But the main focus here is the Antron A99. Now, I have used different antennas for operating this band because, as you know, you can operate it mobile. So having a 30-foot antenna on top of your car isn't ideal. So I used a Moonraker Springer. I have used this on top of my garage. I've put it on a sheet of steel and it has worked just as well as the Antron A99. If you haven't got a lot of space to play with, there's also a Stereo boomerang there just at the side. I used this for a short while. I got it very cheap. It didn't really work for me. I've always had plenty of room to play with. I thought I'd give it a try. I trusted in the Stereo name, and I have nothing against Stereo because of this antenna, but I just found it very poor. My standing wave ratio was far too high to use that, so that one's just as a spare for receiving only. I don't transmit on that. And that's your basic introduction to the 10-meter band. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, share them, and most importantly, please subscribe. I can't stress that enough. If you have any questions, please do comment below. As always, I will answer them. And keep your eyes peeled for more videos. There are more videos on the way. I've had a lot of requests to do more number station videos. So thank you for watching the video. 7 threes.